Friends, this is Dr. Nikhil. I was on a bike ride today after a very long time, and this is what unfolded when I introspected. Bicycle, yes, bicycle and the dentistry. The front view of the bicycle is what is visible to anyone crossing us from the front, and what is happening most of the time is that this view from the front is the view that most of the people will have when they are approaching you. Same is the case with the dental practices. The front wheel and the handle is the most obvious and visible thing one can see. The front wheel in dental practices is soft skills and the handle is your receptionist. The side view of the bicycle is seen for a lesser amount of time, which shows both wheels, pedal, gear, shocker, brake and seats. The rear wheel is the domain skill or the core clinical dentistry we do as clinicians, and it is actually what keeps you moving because it is the end product that you are providing, and its robust structure is dependent on how well it is trained and experienced. The pedal seems to be like a team without which nothing is going to move. We ought to have the strenuous efforts of the team to keep the bicycle moving. Pedals. Gears. It resembles the level of dentistry we do. Are we a fresher dentist, like a no gear bicycle, or a trained fresher dentist, or a trained experienced dentist, or a groomed, trained and experienced dentist? And the list goes on and on. Shocker, or rather it should be called the equipment that absorbs the shock, is basically a misnomer for financial knowledge. In times of stress, this is what separates peaceful and stressful practitioners. Break is an analogy with work-life balance. If your breaks are not in shape, then both the professional and the personal journeys are going to be messy. So, have a robust system for work-life balance in your life so that you know when to halt, how to avoid sudden jerks of life. Slowing down is definitely an art, and it needs to be perfected with practice. The seat of the bicycle is the very place you work. A beautiful metaphor that comes out here is that even a small seat on a sports bike gives you a comfortable journey after you practice for some time. So it's not the size of the clinic, but the mind behind the clinic that makes it. There are 4 people who run this dental clinic. One is the team, which is equivalent to the limbs, which handles the cycle, handles and the feet. And then there is the bicycle itself, which is nothing but infrastructure. And the most important aspect is the vision of the rider to achieve its destination. Most of us are still unsure about it and still riding it. That's okay, because if you are enjoying your journey and you do not care much about the destination, then enjoy it, not an issue. But there are some who are tolerating it. They need a vision ahead. Or the 4th person is the finances. From where the finances are going to come is analogous to the energy that the rider has to work on the bicycle. That is, funds that he requires to buy the bicycle as well as to work on it. We call it the capital expenditure and the fixed operating cost. That would be your personal and the professional costs. So understand these concepts of 4 pillars of practice management and dentistry. Do not forget your pedals, as they are what keeps you going. Apply brakes at regular intervals to enjoy the charisma of life. Size does not matter, mind does. Thank you. Keep rocking.